probably, this is the last section. This is it. After this, you're ready to take the last test, and it's already in there. And again, I told you that these last two sections were bonus. The additive and the multiplicative, they probably will not be on the test. I don't know why that's doing that. Does anybody know why that's doing that? It's just blinker. It only does it in this class. Look at it.
It's definitely the Russians.
Look at it. Something is running, and I don't know what's running. Anyway. Okay, so write down the and. So when you see the word and in these problems, that's going to be a problem where you use the multiplicative law. So you need to write that down. The word and means multiplicative. And when we're talking about multiplicative, the only thing you have to remember is you need to decide whether it's with replacement or without replacement. Now what does that mean? Well, I'm fixing to show you. Let's think of a bag of marbles. Okay? Bag of marbles. And that bag of marbles, you've got, and I'm going to try to make this simple. Okay, this thing, I don't know what's happened, but since I started class, 4 black marbles, 6 green marbles, 4 blue marbles, and since red shows up better than yellow, that's 10. Let's go with, I'll tell you what, let's go with 3 red marbles and 3 yellow marbles. Okay, can y'all see all that blinking going on?
On the bottom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going crazy.
I know, and I don't know what it is. I'm not even near it. Let me go. I'm tired of it. I know it's the end of the semester, but this is ridiculous. Hey, this is Hubert down here in 137. Could you transfer me over to Sandra? Oh, God. Is she here? Okay, if you could find her, tell her to come down here. I got something going on, and I don't know how to fix it in this room. Okay. No, this is something technical. All right, thanks. Bye-bye. Did it just stop? It has to do with the telephone line. It just stopped. Okay. All right, now. No, it's going to keep on going now. There it goes. Yep. All I did was hit the button. I don't know why. Okay. Now, let me ask you a question. If I tell you to reach into this marble bag and pick out a marble, you've got 2 options after you pick the marble out. What can you do with the marble? You put it in your pocket, or you can put it back in the what? Bag. Which one affects the probability mathematically?
The pocket.
Okay. Without replacement means you put it in your pocket. Okay? Without replacement means you put it in your pocket. So you need to write that down so you can understand this. Without replacement means you put it in your pocket. When you put it in your pocket, that messes up the probability. Okay, so I'm going to put probability / calculation. I'm going to put an X through it, because that means that the calculation, why is it messed up? Why is the probability and the calculation messed up if you put the marble in your pocket? Because instead of 20 marbles to pick from, now you have what to pick from? 19. And I take that marble, I pick another marble, I put it in my pocket. Now instead of 20 or 19, how many marbles have I got to pick from now? 18. So if you go without replacement, that is going to affect the probability, which means this is called dependent. If it does not affect the probability, it's called what? Independent. And that's put it back in the what? Put it back in the bag. And that's the difference between the two types of problems with the multiplicative law. Okay? So, let's take, for example, if I pick 3 times, what is the probability that I will get all 3 red marbles? Okay, there's 2 ways to do it, with replacement and without replacement. 3 over, how many? 20, that should be 20. Somebody check my math. I think it's 20, isn't it? 3 over 20 times 3 over 20 times 3 over 20. This is without replacement. WR. I'm sorry, with replacement. Sorry. With replacement. Now put without replacement, I'll put an X through it. With replacement, the numbers do not what? Change. So I picked the 3, there's 3 red marbles, and it just so happens that I said the first 3 times you pick, and it's 3 matches. Sometimes it's not going to match. Okay? So take your calculators out, and that's going to be, that'd be 1.5 over 10, which would be 0.15. Somebody take 0.15 times 0.15 times 0.15, or this raised to the 3rd power, however you want to do it, I really don't care, or 0.15 to the 3rd power. However you do it, it's fine, but what's the answer? Somebody give me 4 digits, 4 significant digits, 4 decimal places of 0.15 times 0.15 times 0.15. What do you get? That means your calculator. 0.15 times 0.15 times 0.15. Do y'all not have a calculator?
I got 0.0.
1.5.
0.0 what?
0.003375.
3375. So you got a 0% chance, basically, of picking 3 reds at the same, one right behind the other. Okay, now we're going to do it without replacement. So I'm going to put WR with replacement, and then I'm going to put an X through it. So without replacement. So 3 over 20. And the next time I pick, because I put 1 in my pocket, how many reds are there? 2 out of how many marbles? 19 times what? 1 out of what? 18. Now multiply those 3 together. Now you can't do it any shorter way. You're going to have to do parentheses, 3 divided by 20, close parentheses, times parentheses, 2 divided by 19, close parentheses, times 1 parentheses, 1 divided by 18, close parentheses, and hit enter. And what do you get? Give me 4 or 5 digits. It's going to be around 0.0033, whatever. It's going to be a little bit different. what's doing it.
Did you say to do the same thing as the other one? or-
3 over 20 times 2 over 19 times 1 over 18. It should come out close, but not exactly right.
It's 0.00087719.
0.000? Shouldn't be that much different. Let me get my calculator. I thought I'd get everybody on the calculator, but evidently half of y'all are not doing it, so. Of course, by the time I pull up the calculator, everybody's going to go, I got the answer, I got the answer. Shut up now. This is how you type it in. Parentheses, 3 divided by 20, close parentheses, times, parentheses, what is it, 2 divided by what? 2 divided by, take 1 off, that'd be 19, close parentheses, times, parentheses, 1 divided by 18, close parentheses, enter. Okay, point be 1, 2, 3, 4. So I guess it is 0.008. Okay, so I guess you're right, Mr. Robinson. I just didn't think it was that much different. But that's what I'm fixing to get into with you on the next slide or whatever. Now, do y'all see what's happening? It's not doing it now. It's just when I'm in PowerPoint. So evidently PowerPoint's having a fit. It's not doing it now. Of course, this is why it's not doing it. IT is here. That's why it's not doing it. I swear.
What happened?
It was going crazy. That thing would blink off, and this thing would. Let me see if I can get it back to the. Hold on. Let me get it back here. From current. I ain't believing this. It's not doing it now.
Did somebody, I mean, not somebody, did it restart on its own? Because I just
Okay,
had
now before you got here, this down here was blinking. This down here, the bottom row, the what is it called? The multitask
Taskbar?
bar. It would blink on and off, and then that bottom would turn on and off, and it was blinking. And it did it the whole period, hadn't it? Since the first of class. You showed up and it quit. Am I not right?
You're right.
Oh, I'm not arguing.
As soon as you showed up, it quit. It quit right when I said it's not doing it now. And I can't get it to do it now. This the taskbar would flash on and off down here, and that bottom monitor would blink on and off in synchronization with that menu bar. So now it's not doing it, so you don't know.
I think something's going on because my entire lab just restarted.
No, this has happened before. This has happened all semester, but it would quit.
I don't know then.
All right. Next time I'm not going to touch it. I'm just going to let you come down here and turn it off, because as soon as you walk over the threshold, it'll quit. Okay, now, you see that this one is 0.00, what was it, 0.008? Hold on a minute. 0.0008, was that it?
Yes.
Still 0%. Okay. Now, you see the difference between the two methods. One, you multiply by each, or you say 3, that's the exponent. So if I say draw something 3 times, you raise it to the 3rd power. Over here, without replacement, each one is reduced by 1 as you draw it. So if I said 5 times, then I couldn't draw it 2 more times because I'm out of red marbles. Okay? All right, now, When does these two, when do they get closer to each other? Basically, after 3 digits. So write that down. It doesn't matter which method you use after about 300. Usually about 300 or higher, and I'll give you an example in just a minute why it doesn't make a difference. But after 300, you don't need to worry about which method, and I'll talk about that in just a minute. There's the formula, but I already showed it to you. You multiply. This is the multiplicative property. Okay, this is what I've been telling you. I'm not going to... 2 cards are to be selected without what? So that means you're putting it in your pocket. All right? Determine the probability that 2 spades will be selected. How many spades are in a deck of cards?
13.
13. So the first one would be 13 out of what? 52. The second one would be what? You put one in your pocket. What would the next draw be? 12 out of what? So multiply those 2. Somebody do that for me. Parentheses 13 divided by 52, close parentheses, times parentheses 12 divided by 51, close parentheses. Give me 4 digits. 4 decimal places. 0.0 blah 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 blah.
0542.
0542. Low probability, which means high odds. That means if you bet $500 and you pull 2 spades, you're going to win a lot of money. And that's what they're telling you. What's 1/17?
05882.
Should be the same thing we got. Independent, if it does not affect, that means with replacement. Write that down. With replacement, independent. Rolling a dice and tossing coins are examples of independent. Why? Because you can't change the sides of a die and you can't change the sides of a coin. 100 people attended a charity event, blah, 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 blah. 3 people in attendance will be selected at random without what? Make a note about this. I want you to highlight these 2 words. People and without replacement. Why do those 2 go together? Why does people and without replacement go together? Because you can't reproduce yourself. Okay? A body or a vote. What is a body or a vote? Is that always going to be with replacement or without replacement? It's always going to be without replacement. People and votes cannot be what? Recounted. Write that down. People and votes. So, and each will be awarded a door prize. Are the events of the selecting of 3 people who will not be awarded door prize independent. Without replacement. Without replacement means what? That it's independent. I'm sorry, without replacement means dependent because you're putting it in your pocket. Okay, so that's dependent. Sorry. The events are dependent since each time one person is selected changes the probability. And also remember, you can't count a person twice. Okay? That's it. Who's got questions? All right. Wednesday we'll go over the test. And I'll also open up Wednesday for any questions on the autopilot test. So you need to send questions in. Make sure you send them in because I ain't going to take them if you don't send them in. Okay? Who's got questions on anything? Everything's due on the 3rd. If we finish the questions on autopilot as well as homework for this section, then we're done Wednesday. Question? All right, y'all have a good day. Huh?
Did you watch Hill House?
Not yet. I'm going to, but I don't have Netflix anymore. Don't get mad at me.
You need to watch it.
I'm going to try. We'll see,
You probably
y'all.
find it on Cody, man.
What?
You probably look that stuff up on Cody.
I know. I'm going to have to. Y'all be good.
All right, see ya.
Bye-bye.